Land channel. We are live at 2:35 p.m. the West Coast time. Gonna head over to the post office. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, hold on just a moment. Just a moment. Hi, the cargo hustler, Mountain Sparrow. Hello, C. Just gonna take a quick walk to the post office and back. This is walk number 130. Welcome to the Grandma Lynn channel. Thank you for coming in. Happy Good Friday. Just gotta take our time. Probably won't talk too much. We're just gonna try to get this walk in. Walking real slow. Did my stretches this time. Did my stretches. We did a broadcast reading the story of Joseph early this morning. I'm on this weird thing with my sleeping patterns. I end up falling asleep and I woke up this time at 12:31 midnight. So I just went on ahead and we had a good time celebrating the Lord. Your time, it would have been 3 o'clock in the morning, so. I'm expecting somebody to come over to the house, but he knows that I'm heading toward the post office. So I told him to text me so I could tell him where I am, then he can just pick me up. And I spoke to my sister. I sent her some pictures of my granddaughter. She never got them. Somehow, some way, somebody's getting into her mail. It doesn't make any sense. So I said, from now on, I'm going to be sending all of your mail UPS. So if I want to send you something, I'm going to send it UPS so that they have to get it at your door. I don't know what you're doing. You're driving real slow. I had no idea there was school today, at least here. That's the second school bus I've seen today. Kind of surprised they're having school today. And who's that? That's what I'm talking about. Get that exercise in, says user. Exactly. I'll let Mr. Tim know. One or two people know that Tim is kind of like an herbalist. Since he was about 15, he's now in his early 60s. He knows about natural herbs and supplements. Of course, you're going to talk to your doctor before changing your diet in any way, shape, or form, and that includes taking natural herbs and supplements. But someone had said that they would like to ask Tim a few questions about it. We are not doctors. We don't recommend you doing anything. We can only talk about what we do ourselves, right? Be very careful on the YouTube. You can only talk about this is what I do for myself, and I am not recommending anything. And to please talk to your doctor. Those are the requirements. If you want to be on the YouTube, make sure to mention that. So I'm mentioning that ahead of time. But I'll be mentioning it if and when we get Mr. Tim and we can have a little conversation about it. Yeah, tomorrow will be not the last walk, but I'll probably take a day or two off and rest myself. Oh, okay. There's somebody at the house that's for sale. I hear music playing. So I'm thinking that they possibly one of the relatives had Good Friday off. So it looks like somebody's in the house, and I see a box in the front. So they're probably inside, the way I'm thinking. I don't know for sure, but they're probably packing up the belongings that is inside the house, because the house is indeed for sale. And you want to be able to have an open house. You got to get all the stuff out. So that's what it looks like is happening. The walk is going to be slow. I have to be very careful. Okay. But we got to kind of get the walk in. And if I see Mr. Tim, he's the one that's coming over. The walk will stop, and I will take a drive. He said he would be here about 4 minutes ago. He said he would be here in about 20 minutes. So I said, look, I'm walking. I'm going to walk toward the post office. And if you get to the house, I'll let you know exactly where I am. Then he can pick me up. But we'll get a few steps in. We'll get some steps in. So this will be probably a shorter broadcast, which is fine. Been on every day. Was on twice yesterday. Or twice today. Early this morning in the middle of the night for you. And real early. Yeah, I said to Carmen, she was all upset. I didn't get any mail, blah, blah, blah. I said, look here. I had to ask her. I said, what exactly, what in the world? What exactly is going on with your mail situation? I said, is your mailbox locked? Does anybody else have a key to it? I said, you go to that office on Tuesday. I said, look here, I'm not getting my mail. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if somebody's picking my lock or what's going on here, but I got a problem. What a horrible thing. You waiting for mail to come in and somebody's messing with your stuff. I said to her, thank goodness I didn't put a $20 bill in the envelope. But sometimes I like to do that. I like to send her a little bit of money, I said, thank goodness I didn't put any money in the envelope. Somebody would have been happy. I mean, what in the world are you doing pictures? Those are pictures of my granddaughter. I said, what? You open up that envelope. You took her mail. You opened up the envelope thinking maybe there's some mail in there. And then you threw the pictures out. And I paid money for them pictures. I'd like to get a hold to you. Yeah, come here. Terrible, terrible people. Man. Hold on. What's this? Oh, I will not. The artist formerly known as Clips, I will not. Hello, Hillary. Hey, Sheila. What am I doing, Sheila? I'm walking. What does it look? What does it look like? Only 2 genders. Okay. Of course. Can't handle Grandma. Your walk is so tough. Stop banning me. Then stop. Well, let me explain something to you. If that's you right there, forever, gang, forever. If you say anything disrespectful, I don't know that you did because I don't recognize your name. If you say anything nasty or disrespectful, we gotta throw you out. I can't have people suffering looking at nasty words. If, in fact, I'm not saying you did that, but if you do something disrespectful, they're gonna throw you out. That's what moderators are for. They're my brothers and sisters in Christ. That's number one. But I'm not gonna let anybody sit in here and say things that people are gonna get upset. Start your own YouTube channel then. Start your own YouTube channel and you can say all the things you would like, but don't come here doing it. Come on now, be respectful. Hey NS, the time here is 2:46 p.m. on the West Coast, and don't waste my time with stupid statements like that. Stop banning me. Don't. I don't have time to be wasting on ignorant people. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Yeah, you know what? That's what trolls need to do. Why don't you all start your own YouTube channel? You can cuss and talk nasty and disgusting all you want on your own channel. How about that? Try that. And happy Good Friday to you. You need to get saved, delivered, and set free. You need that demon exorcised out of your body. I said it. You need the devil to come out of that body. Yeah, you do. But I digress. Anybody, if there's a moderator in here, anybody that says anything sideways, anything about honeymoon activities, any kind of cussing, anything against a person's race, anything against people and what, you know what I mean? Throw 24 hours. Time them out, please, for 24 hours. Yeah, I've never understood that. I never understood why people just don't start their own YouTube channel. Start your own YouTube channel and you can be as nasty and as disgusting as you want to be on your own channel. How about that? Does that make any sense? I think it does. Took me 11 years to build this channel up. Come on now. I've been at this on YouTube for just about 12 years. Seriously, some people need to grow up. You know, life is pretty simple. I understand that people get depressed. I understand. Okay. Oh, here's Mr. Tim. I was wondering who was yelling at me. Well, that walk was short. Hold on. Mr. Tim is in the car. Hold on. Hey, I'm waving at him. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. He's in that white car over there. Oh. You go. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Hey, Timmy.
Howdy.
Hey, I'm live, okay? Say hi. You want to be on camera or no?
Fine.
Say hi.
Howdy.
Are we going to the post office, please?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't have music if you don't mind. I'm sorry about that. My seatbelt on.
See if I can get out this way.
They're saying hi to you. Hey, say this, please. Say hi, wellness with Frugal Mama.
Hi, wellness with Frugal Mama.
How's that? I'm trying to turn the camera back around. Yeah, I've been taking an exercise walk for like 5 days. I've been walking through over 3 miles for days. I'm trying to get rid of this weight, but the weight is wrestling with me. Mr. Tim, that man right there, he could eat anything he wants. He could eat a cheesecake, goodies, yum yums, whatever. And this man will not. It's genetics. What's going on in Bumpkinville?
Nice weather.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think I'm going to get out on this.
You want to try backing up and going the other way? Unless you go up to this light and go straight and then turn around. I've done insane things to get out of traffic, baby. See, we're waiting right here, and for some reason, oh, you know what it is? The kids are getting out of school and stuff too, and people are getting out of the factories. It's Thank y'all so very much for coming in. Trucker says, hi, Mr. Tim. Good Friday to you.
Yeah.
Trucker. And say hi to Trucker.
Hey, Trucker. Good Friday to you. Oh, shit.
I wish I could still eat anything I wanted. Come on now, Wellness with Frugal Mama. It's a battle. It is a battle. It was like after I got off the air at about 2 o'clock in the morning, whenever I was on the air, my stomach during the broadcast was like, rah, rah, rah. My stomach was empty. So I had an English muffin. Yes, I had an English muffin normally when I'm not supposed to be eating. And then I had a little thing of refried beans. The muffin was a bad thing. I should have just had some fruit. But it's like you get on the scale and it says you gain 1.2 of a pound. This man right here, whatever he wants to do. Oh yeah, living for Jesus loves you. She says hi. She calls you Sam Elliott.
Hiya.
So are we? I told the audience. I say this to you all the time, off and on. I figure by the time we're 70, we'll get married at 70. The reason why is because we figure about that time, well, the pickings are slim, ain't nobody looking at us. So what do you think? About 70?
Yeah, getting old. Somebody's got to wipe my diaper.
He says somebody's got to change his diaper, so yeah, he'll marry me. You are evil. See that? You see that? See how he is? This is normal. You normally walk all the way down here past the churches. I go to the plaza and come all the way back. Remember when I asked you months ago, I said, what's the mileage on there? And you said 1.6. So it's about 3.2 miles. And I'm surprised there's school on Good Friday. In other states, there isn't any school. Welcome to the Grandma Lynn channel. I'm here with my friend, Mr. Tim. And we're heading over. I was trying to get a few steps in, and I knew he was coming over, and I told him, text me or whatever. And so here we are. My feet, thank you. I actually have to get some new sneakers because I think, you know how if you're exercise walking, after a while, the sneakers aren't quite as, what word am I looking for?
Comfortable.
Yeah, they're not as comfortable. You can feel it in your lower back, and that tells you that you're not getting that cushion for your spine. And so, see, Mr. Tim knows all. He's been here since he was, 15 when you came back? 15 or so?
Well, I grew up here until 21 or 22, moved to Texas and moved back when I was 30.
Okay, so he grew up here till he was left and went to Texas till he was 21 years old, and then he came back. So why am I saying all that? He knows all the side streets, everything. I just know things that are kind of familiar, It's like, this is where I get food. This is where I pay my rent. so I don't get lost. But yeah, he knows every side street, everything. So, what are you doing today?
I did a little yard work.
I mean, you got anything else to do this afternoon or no?
I thought I might do some at home, but I was pretty sore this morning when I got up. So at first I decided I was going to rest, but then I felt a little better. So got out there, did some stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you got more yard work or something that you're gonna do when you get home or what?
Yeah, I thought about getting the
This man never rests.
yard going.
Do you know that when you do all your yard work and everything, which is nothing but respect for you and your hard work, but when you wake up and your body hurts, that's God's way of telling you to put your feet up. It's Good Friday.
Yeah, most important day of the year.
Mm-hmm. But like I was telling my friends here on YouTube, we celebrate him every day as we're so grateful to wake up. And when you get to be in your 60s, like we are in our early 60s, you're when you get up, you're very thankful because you recognize you've lived more than half your life, because ain't nobody gonna live to 125, you know? So when you get to be 60, 62, 63 years old, you're like, okay, I've lived over half of my earthly life. We're gonna, as you well know, we're gonna live forever. Yes, Mr. Tim believes in Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, the Most High God. I think most of you know that. So, wow, this was an easy way to go to the post office instead of walking. And wherever you want to park, I don't care. All right, y'all, let's go into the post office and mail this. Oh, I got some seeds. I don't know if you're interested. I'll tell you about it when I get back. Seeds for, let me turn this around. I got seeds for purple tomatoes. Interested? No, he ain't interested. I knew you'd say no. He's like, Sorry about that. Mr. Steven of Garden Aquatics Remix. These are your seeds, Steven. So this is for Garden Aquatics Remix. These are your seeds for the purple tomatoes. We got them yesterday and they're in the mail right now. He knows they're coming because I texted him last night. Yes, we have each other's phone numbers. He knows who I am and I know who he is. If you're ever wondering about P.O. Box 314, here it is live and in person. 99% of the 99.9 of the time this box is empty. I suspect it's empty right now. I didn't realize the post office would be open today. See there? So let's get back to the car and Mr. Tim. So Tim is gonna give me a ride home. He brought me a big old bag of cans. When I tell you he brought me a big old bag of cans, just so that you can see, he brought me a big bag of cans. Oh. Oh, thank you, honey.
Where else did you want to go?
I'm trying to think if there anything else that I need. I can't think of anything else. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. I think I'm all right. I'm gonna be making a cake, and
did you want to go buy some pie pans? Bi-Mart would be quick. Or
I
would think they would have some.
They might be more expensive. Okay, we can try. We're gonna go over to the store. I need round cake pans. Make sure I got my stuff. Make sure I got my Bi-Mart card. We're gonna or I'm gonna go into. So you're gonna come in? Okay, Mr. Tim is gonna come in. How about this? Him and I are gonna be going into the store together. How about that? Would y'all like to see that?
I say I'd like one of those. I want one of those. I don't want that. But...
So we're gonna go across the way, and we're gonna go into the Bi-Mart. What I call Bi-Mart. It's kind of like a a mini Walmart of sorts, except yeah, kind of like a mini Walmart. But you're gonna find things there that you may not find in Walmart, like a good pew pew. You can't say GUN on the air. And by the way, yeah, this is the gentleman. Yeah, that man right there. He's kind of quiet about it. Yeah, he got me. He's the gentleman that got me my pew pew. Because I was going into discussions with him because I live by myself. And he just brought me here. I didn't realize in the beginning what he was going to do. He says, come here. Which one do you want? And he doesn't have to do that for me. He doesn't owe me anything except to pray for me if he wants. That's how he is. What do you think?
I'll move over slightly.
Okay. I took my teenager to teach her how to drive this morning. Living for Jesus. And I made it back alive, mostly. Oh, she's teaching her teenager how to drive.
Oh.
Yeah, Living for Jesus. The one that calls you Sam Elliott. Oh, Living for Jesus, I feel for you, darling. I feel for you. All right, let's go into Bi-Mart, y'all. I need 2 round cake pans. See how thoughtful he is? I asked him, could I borrow, but he didn't have any. Yeah, I think it's good that I take a rest. Yeah, my back and my feet were talking to me. Okay, hold on me. All right, y'all. There be Mr. Tim. There be me. There be my feet.
Look, my feet.
Hold on, ready? Give you an idea. Yeah, these be our feet. Hold on. My 3 something. Somebody will remember that. You gonna pick up some stuff?
I'll look at the flyer and see if there's anything that piques my interest.
Okay. Bum 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 bum. Oh, 2 for $7 for the flowers. Okay. Yeah, I have tomatoes, potatoes, as you well know. Tomatoes, potatoes, what else? Peppers, and I forget what else.
Maybe check out my music.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Do you have Easter stuff here? Well, not Easter stuff. Easter stuff is going to be back kind of in the middle. Okay, I see it.
Welcome to the Grandma Lynn show. Yeah, the Grandma Lynn show. Welcome to. Hold on, I gotta stop. You go ahead. I'll catch up with you. It's falling out. Okay. And anything interesting?
No, yet. That would be kind of interesting.
Wow, $100? That's not bad.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? I know there's no sales tax. That includes cars, right? Does it include cars?
There's not a sales tax, but I think they managed to come up with a colorful tax, possibly.
A what?
Some type of, it's a tax, but,
They call it something else?
yeah. It's
Oh.
not really a sales tax, but
Oh.
I think they've managed to come up with some way to add a tax.
Mhm.
Possibly, I'm not sure. I've never bought a new car.
No. Yeah, you can take a motor out of a car and not leave a freaking bolt behind. Yes, farmer, animal person, gardener, welder, tree climber. We're describing some of the things. Trucker, everything. This man has done everything.
Nope.
And yeah, we don't believe in buying a new vehicle.
Maybe on this aisle.
Oh, we're looking for the cake pans. Yeah, if they're too expensive, I'm not going to worry about it. But I was just hoping to... Ah, okay. I can't use that. How much is this? Oh, that's a nice pan, but that's a fancy pan. I don't need a fancy pan. I just need a cheap pan. How much are... Where's the price? $4.99? No. No. I'm trying to think what I got at home. See, I don't like that. I don't. Well, I appreciate you thinking about me, though. I'm gonna let it go. We're good. No, seriously, I'm good. If it was the beginning of the month, it would be fine, but This is the Bi-Mart store, ladies and gentlemen. Mainly, I think mostly on the west coast of the United States. Welcome to the Grandma Lynn YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing. We are about 170 something away from our 12,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. And these little buddies right here are, just say $14. X-Heart Metal Garden Steak. You got the moo moo, you got the oink oink right there. Please share this out. That's kind of cute.
I was looking at those, but now for $28.
What is that?
It glows at night. It's got a little solar cell on top.
Oh, that's solar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that price is kind of steep.
Yeah.
No, I would say $19.99, $21 maybe. $19.99 or less maybe. But they are cute. You see that? Y'all, see, it looks like a balloon. And it's got the solar on top. That is beautiful. But $27.99, Mr. Tim and I agree. That's kind of a stiff price.
That might look cool at night.
Is that a solar as well?
Yep.
Do you see this, y'all? They're coming up with all these new yard ornaments. There's the solar part. How much is that? $17. Now, see, that's a little bit better. That would look good on either side of the driveway or either side of the door or wherever you chose to put it. They got some really nice stuff. See, some of the stuff they have here, you're not going to see at Walmart.
No, that's solar too.
Who knew the sun is coming to explode in 5 billion years? I have no idea what that comment means.
500 years?
Love the sunflower. 500 years, he said. She says she loves... What's the sunflower with the ladybug? Which one has a ladybug? There's a sunflower there. And there's a sunflower there. She was commenting that she liked it. I'm kind of slow. I didn't see it because I was running my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. You see the peacock one? That's pretty too.
Mm-hmm.
What's that clear? Oh, that's just covered up with plastic. Okay. What I like is the dragonflies. Remember you gave me the dragonfly for my birthday? It's in the bedroom hanging. But yeah, they have a lot of nice stuff, y'all, to get your yard decorated. Menopause is kicking my ass. Did you know? Have you ever just stepped there for a second, Timmy, and like, why am I in this room? Just for a millisecond?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Then I know I'm not losing my mind. It happened to you too, and you're younger than me.
Walk to the front door. Oh, yeah, I need to get something back in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Get distracted. Walk back to the front door. What was I wanting? Walk back.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Walk in a room, I have no clue. I'm just standing there. And then you get scared that you're going to lose your mind, and will I remember who I am in the morning? And if it's an emergency, will I remember who Tim is so I can go, boop, boop, please come here. Call my son. I'm losing my... You know what I mean? You just start to get a little nervous.
You know, that might be an issue, a problem if you call me, help me. And I go,
who is this? We both don't know who we are. God forbid. Are you 62, 63? Two. Oh.
For another 2 months, I think.
Oh, you're 62, so he used to date me, so you were dating an older woman. Ah, you're robbing the cradle, young man.
Well, wouldn't that apply more to you than to me?
Oh yeah, that's true. See what menopause is doing? I got it backwards, y'all. I was robbing the cradle. He's 62 for a couple more months. I'm 65. Oh, can you believe they're still selling them? The older ones, you can make a lot of excuse me, they're worth a lot of money. The older ones, if you got them back a long time ago.
Something like the Beanie Baby.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, that's what that is. They still sell them, at least in this store. Oh, welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all so very much for coming in with us. We're just walking around the store. And if Mr. Tim sees something he likes, he'll get it. But if not, we will have just taken a little tour. I took y'all in here the other day. This place is dangerous. With the candy, ugh. The candies. The candies are dangerous. Oh, I can't show the... We can keep walking. I gotta aim toward the ground because they got pew-pews over here. Yeah, this is where I got my pew-pew. I remember I put my information in, and about 20 minutes later, boop, she goes, "Wow, that was the quickest I've ever gotten a return, an answer with the background check." I'm like, "Look at me, I'm just an old lady. I just, there's no action jackson, pew 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 pew. I'm Annie Oakley. I live an everyday, ordinary, boring life. I mind my business.
We don't send some here.
Okay, don't bother anybody." Welcome to the Bi-Mart store. No, I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Bi-Mart or anybody else.
Frankie's almost out of food.
Yeah.
Strange place for a camera.
Well, I'm trying to think. Is there anything super duper expensive in that corner?
No.
See, there's a camera there, and Tim's trying to, we're like, why is the camera there? The camera, right? Because this is, cat litter. Are those gas cans or water cans? Aquafina, okay, that's a water cans. I don't know. Oh, maybe they come back here when they stole something and they think nobody can see them. And you know what I mean? They come back here when they got the item in their hand to shoplift. So maybe they've checked the tape and realized the person went to the back, but they couldn't see it. It might be a blind spot where people put stuff in their pocket.
Fluffy hat?
If you buy it. I've been looking at the ones online that kind of look like this, and then there's a back that hangs down past your neck.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. So you don't get sunburn back here.
Little redneck.
Yeah, redneck. Well, enough about your neck of the woods. I tell people there's like an interesting mixture of folks here. It's like you got some people in Hermiston, but then you have a lot of farmers, mint farmers, and all this other stuff, So it makes for an interesting dynamic. You can be in Walmart and somebody can come in with their overalls on and boots and stuff like that. It's interesting.
I need a haircut.
Yes. And when is the haircut gonna happen?
I don't know, maybe within the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, the weather's getting kind of warm.
And I might shave my beard within 2 weeks.
You gonna leave the stash? We gotta get behind her. She was in.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, whoever, go ahead and thank you. Thank you for timing them out. I'm gonna go play outside with my friends. Bye. Take care, C. Thank you. Yeah, that is beautiful. Oh, she picked a good one. It is beautiful. You picked a good one. I love the mixtures of the different shades too. Yeah. So you have kind of a burgundy, a real pink, red like you just said. That is gorgeous. Lynn is a Christian woman and a grandmother. Please be respectful in the chat or I will throw you out with the quickness. Amen. Come on now. Come on, living for Jesus. The stores I go into, if you have big bags, you're not allowed in the store. Understandable. That's true. Yeah, I thought it was really pretty.
Do you want this in the bag?
Want a cactus? $4.99. Want a lily? For the Christmas, I was about to say Christmas, for the Easter season. The lily, $11.99. And then I have no idea.
2 bags?
All right, Mr. Tim has his kitty, his meow food. Look at this. If that isn't you see this couple? Look at this couple. They both have the little roly things. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. Yeah, I can show people from the back, from the, behind their head. I don't show their face. Mr. Tim, that's me and Tim right there. Me and Tim at 70. I think he's pushing the date up to 75 when we can get married.
His hair ain't gray enough.
Yeah. And he's going to push. He said, yeah, we can get married at 70. I'm going to need somebody to help me wipe my butt. Isn't that romantic? He's such a romantic man.
Yeah, ain't I though?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be the wife, AKA butt wiper. I'm supposed to wipe his little tiny butt. Oh, yeah, just a second. 360. There you go. This is where we are. There you go. All right, y'all. I apologize to every single one of you for the people that choose to come into the chat and be a donkey. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you want to be a troll, why don't you? I keep saying this over. I started saying this today. Start your own YouTube channel. If you want to talk about people's private parts, you want to talk about people's honeymoon activities, you just want to go, just crazy. Start your own YouTube channel, and you can be as crazy and nasty as you want to be.
Or boring.
Oh, he said, Mr. Tim said, or boring as you want to be. Okay? I'm gonna put my glasses on. I'm pretending I can see. I just feel like driving around. But it's okay. You don't want to waste your gas. Hey, Silver Eagle. Jesus loves you, too, Bryson Carochi. I'm a YouTube. My YouTube is Arlen and Tom. Well, welcome in. Thanks for visiting. We appreciate the visit. I'm just with my friend, Mr. Tim. And this hat here is from Living for Jesus. See, it says, I love Jesus. It's FBI Jesus. See that? Yeah. Thank you, Living for Jesus. You know what, Living for Jesus? I had this little box and like a little jewelry box. So have you ever, when you're old, you have a lot of stuff. And sometimes you can attest to this. We forget some of the stuff that we got. And then you go into the shed or you go into the back room or whatever. And you start looking through the boxes and you finally find the hammer that you were looking for 10 years. You went and bought another hammer, that kind of stuff. So anyways, I go in to this little jewelry box. I found these which I bought oh yeah. I found these which I bought years ago and some other earrings. And this, it's a cheap one. I put a battery in it last night. I forgot it existed. My sister Carmen sent me a bunch of costume jewelry, and this was in with the costume jewelry. So the batteries that I had, the smaller batteries for the pedometer watch that didn't fit, that were too small. I opened the back of this watch and it was the same size battery which I had from the Dollar Tree, and it works. You see the second hand? So yeah, it's not real. You can see it's a little bit rusty, but I don't care. But yeah, that was sitting in there. But it kind of gets to me how that can happen. You got more stuff than you think. Thank you for the 29 thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. All right, I will subscribe to your channel, Arland, when I get home. I will have the chat replay, so I won't miss a message. Hello, C sister. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. The gas price is still $3.57 for the cheapo regular. At that gas station's $3.47 a gallon for whatchamacallit, for diesel. What are we looking at? That right there.
Headed west.
Headed west. Head west, young man. As I said, this young man right here, he knows where all the side streets are and stuff like that. I know just enough to pay my bills and get food. Go to the gas station. So he was kind enough to take us on a little drive because he knew I texted him that I was going to the post office. So hello, I'm student pilot, YouTuber. I work really hard, but no growth. And pilot, I can't really see the last part of your name. Hold on. Pilot. Wait a minute. I just lost you. SIKK. I can't see the rest of your name. Thank you for coming in. $4.49 for gas, and Lancaster, California, says Virginia Smith. My gosh. Yeah, we're just driving around a little bit. We're headed home.
And then go down to the park.
We're gonna go to the park? Can I go with you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes! What park?
I forget the name of it, but I've been here for about a year and a half. I think I took you down there once.
I'd like to go to that fish place where they do the fish swimming, you know? Think we can do that?
Maybe.
Okay. Timmy says he's gonna take me to the park, y'all. Yay! Field trip! We'll be on for a few more minutes, but I'll show you the park. I don't know how the camera will hold up as far as the pixeling, because sometimes it gets real pixely if I don't have if I don't pick up a signal. We have 31 thumbs up and 24 people watching. One of these days, Tim, we'll have 100. I've been working on it. I've been telling folks, hey, subscribe. Please give Grandma a thumbs up. So I don't know where this park is or where we're going. This is the first time I've ever seen this church. Maybe we've passed by it before. I told you, Mr. Tim knows where everything is. I do not.
Just right beside the river, and they have paved pathways. You can probably walk a total of a mile.
Wow, paved pathways, about a mile's worth. So I tell you, he knows where all the country and all this stuff is. See the different farmers? I told you we have a lot of farmers here. Mr. Tim is a hay farmer. There they are across the way. They're watering right there. So, see, don't. We won't say this too loud. I think Mr. Tim does still care a little bit. He recognizes I'm on YouTube, and he could have just took me home, but he said, nah, let me get the old lady out here and give her some good footage of the country.
There's a park straight ahead.
All right.
Do you have your location turned on?
No.
Okay, because went here once, and a woman I was seeing back then, she got a text message after we left asking her, how did you enjoy the park?
That is creepy as heck. You hear what Mr. Tim said? He had a friend of his come here with him. Oh, it's closed at dark. Why is it? What? Oh, well, y'all. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know what's going on. Is there another entrance? She's in there, but someone parked down there. They put that barrier there. We don't know what's going on, y'all. Is it Good Friday because?
Hey, look. I didn't think I passed the opening. See, there's another entrance back there, but I think it's got a gate on it.
Okay. So he said a friend, Mr. Tim brought a friend of his here, right? She had her cell phone with her and the location, of course, you have your location turned on, right? After they drove away from the park, she got a text message saying, how did you enjoy the park? That, my friends, is creepy as hell. That is crazy. I've got to stay in the car because Mr. Tim's going to see if there's another way to get into the park.
Yeah, there's an entrance down there.
Yeah, I thought so. They're doing some work there. Or is that their dog? Oh, that's her dog. Okay. I was trying to figure that out. Yeah, she got her little puppy on a very long leash. But this is the park, y'all. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, there's some people here. Road trip vlog by Mr. Tim, aka, according to Living for Jesus and a few of the people, Sam Elliott. I was trying to figure out what they were. It's kind of weird. You gonna be all right? All right. You want to go out and just walk around a little bit? What's the name of this place? I'll get the sign on the way out. Because there's a sign there. There's a sign back there. Oh, wow. Imagine having a house way up there. Here, let's try to give y'all a 3. That's Mr. Tim. I'm trying to give y'all a little bit of a view. Okay. That is beautiful. Welcome to the great state of Oregon on the west coast of the United States. Remember when I told y'all that in my neighborhood they have the little bungalow houses? You mostly see here, immediately next to where I live, you see the little bungalows. People out here have money, if you're feeling me. And yeah, that's when you're gonna see that. See that big house right there? Yeah. Those are folks that, cha-ching! Oh, Timmy, this is beautiful. Can you fish here or you're not allowed?
Yeah.
You can fish. Okay. Yeah, but it's what, about $150 for a license here or something like that? It's
Something like that.
Yeah. Believe it or not, here in Oregon, at least here, I went online to see about a fishing license. And a fishing license here is about $150, yo. $150. Is this the Columbia?
Umatilla.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what, Mr. Tim?
Umatilla.
The Umatilla River. And yeah, if you got $150, you can throw a fishing pole in there, or throw your line in there. This is beautiful. I appreciate you bringing me here, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes you can see salmons swimming up.
Oh, that is called dinner. Wow. Yeah.
Then there's eels in here.
Eels? Oh yeah, the long slimy the snake fish, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. And way down yonder, mommy's walking the baby. It is so peaceful. There are some nice places here.
It's finally starting to drop.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple years where it's high enough it was flowing across here.
You mean the water came all the way up as far as up here where we're standing?
Yeah, it was flooding across here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really nice. Let me see. Okay. And let me see. Is that Hannah? Hey, Hannah. Thank you, Shatika. Thank you, Millie. Well, congratulations. Somebody typed in the chat, hey, I'm black. Oh, hold on. Let me in. Hey, I'm black and Puerto Rican. My gosh, are you white? You're a white man? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a white man. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that until you told me. Are there...
Faking it.
Yeah, Tim says he's been faking it. He's not really white. Are there any ducks?
Yeah.
She was wondering. And who asked that? Somebody. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Wait just a moment. That's why I can't see. I didn't have it bright enough. Sorry, y'all. Living for Jesus. Oh, Living for Jesus is asking you, Mr. Sam Elliott, are there any ducks? I said the Sam Elliott part.
Yeah. Sometimes the migrating bird, the Canadian geese, will be down here. Then we got mallards and teals, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't usually hang around year long. There's a few places they do.
Just
Geese make a mess.
You mean poop?
Yeah, Canadian geese down on the Columbia River, some of those parks, they're terrible. You have to keep looking down, watch where you step.
Look at how the water. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Y'all, this is going to I need to take a quick 10-second video of this, okay, y'all? So the live is about to buffer, okay? The live is gonna buffer. Just a second. I gotta get a quick video of this thing. Oh, okay. All right, we are back. I just had to get a few seconds of that waterway because it's Granny rarely gets out to places like this. Just like I did the ant video. Oh, there was some fire ants. I got a video of that. Those things are scary. Yeah, it is a gorgeous day here at the park. I appreciate every single one of you stopping in. But yeah, if you're alive like me and you know you're going to be on for a while, you can exit YouTube and and then you can do a quick short video. And that is a gorgeous little doggy. Timmy. Timmy. See the lady walking the dog?
Mm-hmm.
To be young again, Tim. To be young again. You want to just walk a little up for a few moments?
Who's old?
Who? I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about me. Everything that was going north is now going south. And this right here, would that ever bother you? Would that make me look ugly, or is that just a part of life?
No, part of life. You definitely don't have that double chin that unfortunately some women have.
Okay, well that's a plus. You know, when you're female and you get older.
There's a fancy.
Mm-hmm. It's just that when you're...
There goes a duck.
Well, it's flying though. The thoughts of a couple of people in their 60s. So I try not to think. I try not to think about the casket. I try not to think, oh, I've lived over half my life. But the thing that's kind of frightening to me is I'm 65, and if God lets me live, lets my earthly body live another 15 years, in a short 15-year span of time, I'm going to be 80. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And the average woman, you stay on the planet usually 75 or 80 years old or so. And so lately, it kind of bothers me when I think about it, the possibility of having maybe 15 or 20 years left. You know what I mean? And that is my kind of like my that just bothers me. And so my question to you is, how do you not think about that, or how do you not be afraid to leave when you realize your time is limited and you've lived over half your life? That's the question. I can see you.
I don't think about it too much. No, I don't have kids like my parents had who could come in and help me out like my parents had. But I try not to think about it. It's gonna be whatever it is, and thinking about it and stressing over it causes that stress, which I try to avoid stress. Just matter of see what comes and not to be stressed about it or think about it too much to make myself stressed.
Mm-hmm.
And also things will work out. It's kind of the way God wants us to be, not be under a lot of stress and frustration.
Yeah.
Worrying about things too much. Long ways away.
Yeah. And you know what's like I was saying to them whenever, I forget, yesterday, early this morning or whatever. In my mind, I know that I'm not. Let's preface this first. But in my head, I feel like I'm about 37 or 42. Let's say even drag it to 42. So in my head, I feel that young. I know that I'm not. My body and my sagging chest and ass tell me that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? The stretch marks say I'm not. So when I go into the bathroom, I'm about to get in the shower or whatever, and we look in the mirror a little bit. Maybe you're gonna brush your teeth or deal with whatever you're dealing with. It's kind of shocking when I look in the mirror. And this is what I try to tell people in their 30s: take care of your body. Whatever you do when you're young, you're gonna pay for when you're old. You know. That is the part. People have asked me, how does it feel to be 65? Grandma, how does it feel to be in your 60s? They'll be 25 or 30 years old. It feels, let me look at the camera. I'm going to look at the camera right there. That's the camera right there. You feel like the same. Your body just gets older. You are the same person. Hopefully, we learn from the mistakes that we've made, and I've made enough mistakes for the whole audience, you and your whole family. We've all made mistakes. And what do they say? All have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And He is just and able to forgive our sins and cleanse us from unrighteousness.
If we make it possible for Him to do that.
If we make it possible, yeah. So yeah, that's the only thing that's surprising to me. You're gonna you're not gonna sprint around like a spry youngster like you're 15 or something anymore. If you have to run, I suppose I could run pretty quick trying to get away from some nut job or something like that. But you feel the exact same. You feel the same. You just look in the mirror and your body just gets old. Your hair gets gray if you choose to let it. But yeah, it's the process. It's very shocking. And this right here, this will cost about 5 or 6,000. Yes, I looked it up. 5 or 6,000 for a neck lift. So Tim, you can be like this. Look at me. You can be like this. You know, $5,000 or $6,000.
How about a 5-cent piece of duct tape?
Duct tape. I knew you were gonna say. Tim suggests that I get some duct tape, put it at the back of my neck, grab the skin. He'll help me. And we'll just put duct tape at the back of my head, back of my neck. This don't bother me. All this here, this and all this, that don't bother me. This, gobble, gobble. That's the only thing. But yeah, that is the thing. When you look in the mirror and at least to me, what I'm looking at in the mirror doesn't match what's going on in my mind. Plenty of lotion or oil or shea butter. Remember to moisturize the face and stay the heck out of the sun. The sun is the wrinkler. The sun is the wrinkler. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's a goose.
Is it in there?
Yeah, it's right over here.
Oh, living for Jesus. Hold on. Let me see. He says there's a goose over here somewhere. I heard something too. Oh, there you go, living for Jesus. Wait a minute. I'm going to give you a close-up. Trying to see.
Yeah, it's a Canadian goose.
Oh. Can y'all, let me see. I want to point, make sure you can see it. It's over there. Can y'all see that? I hope I'm aiming the camera. The sun is so bright in my face.
I can come back over here to the clear spot.
Okay, let's go over here. Like Timmy said, to the clear spot. And we can see the goose. Let me go like this. Wait a minute. All right. Trying to see what they see. Let me see it. There you go, living for Jesus. Let me see her or him. Okay. Hold on just a second. Wait a minute.
Here, puppy, puppy, puppy. Here, puppy.
Okay. Where is it? Went all the way. It went over there already?
Right over there.
Okay, yeah.
You can look over here.
Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah. Duh. Why do I make life difficult on myself, Tim? I'm trying to... All right. I don't want to fall in the water. That would not be good. And there you go. Hi, Goosey. Isn't this peaceful? That's Mr. Tim. That's the goose. I stopped for a second to get a short video of that goose. I can't go any closer or I'd be in there taking a bath. That is so peaceful. That's so beautiful. Thank you for taking me here, honey. I appreciate you. Mr. Tim knows where to go to get some good video footage. You know, if the channel starts to do well, I can hire you as the cameraman. You can be my cameraman.
I'll show you how.
Yeah, he's shaking my hand around. Yes. And then you got some kitties playing over there. I can show this at a distance because they can't see their faces or anything. But you got the babies over there playing. This is so nice where you can have the kids playing. You got to watch out for the water, though. And there is a little overpass there. But yeah, okay. Ready for the 360, ladies and gentlemen? In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the park. Mr. Tim is a very, very thoughtful person. And like I said, I talk a lot and he sits back and he just observes. He sits back and observes, right? And when I told the story, and you've heard me tell them the story, but some of you know the little quick story. I was something wrong with my old cell phone, and I was visiting you, and you said, "Give me the cell phone." He says, "Give me the cell phone." So I'm like, blah, 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 and I don't know. He's like, uh-huh, uh-huh,
Here you
uh-huh.
go. It's done.
Yep, and that's exactly what he said. And then he just hands me the phone after me yip-yapping and complaining.
You want to walk down there?
Okay.
Here, let me go close the windows real quick.
All right. So yeah, he just has to. The car windows are open. Oh yeah. See, he knows that I was live, and he wanted me to get some nice pictures. Isn't that nice of him? He could have just dropped me off at home and just left me on my way. But he chose to come out here or take me here. He's a very thoughtful person. Welcome to the Grandma Lynn channel. We're out at the park. I'll get you the name of the park in a little bit. I don't know what it is. I've never been here before. Mr. Tim used to come out here a lot. So when he comes to Hermiston, he knows where all the parks and places are. I want to take a look at this sign over here. And he said if you walk around here, you can probably walk about a mile if you want to work out. This goes all the way around. There's a bicyclist down there. Trying to see what this says. Okay. For whatever reason, the D-Lap family, this is their little sign. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. I have no idea. The D-Lap family. Imagine having your house be up there and the water is down there. If you get your fishing license, you can just leave your house and walk down here. Wow, look at that big house. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at this house, y'all. Look at this.
I got a feeling this one's gonna be fancier.
Yeah, this is where the folks that have money. Yeah, where I am, there's little bungalow houses. Over here, humongous. I feel like J.R. Ewing's cousin living in Oregon. But there are wealthy. I mean, people with a lot of money in Oregon. It's like you have farmers and people that are poor, and just like any other community, you got a lot of richy rich. And don't go on their property or you're gonna hear this noise, and then some hot ones are gonna go in your hiney. So. Yeah, and don't play with Mr. Tim either. I won't say, that's all I can say about that. I'll just say Mr. Tim lives in the country, and you don't want to go on people's doorsteps uninvited. Yeah, they have a special, it's your birthday, and they got a gift. That's my running line. Yeah. And Mr. Tim made sure that I got a tiny gift for everybody as well. Oh, yeah, that's cool, see? He was saying that this is, you know how many, they got this measured out. So if you've come this far from the beginning, which would probably be back that way, when you get to this point, you've run or walked 4/8 of a mile. That's a good idea. They've got little markers, little measuring markers. And like that person far away in the orange, I don't know if I captured them, but they're way far away. They're on their bike. I'm trying to understand these. I guess people paid to have their artwork here. And it says, what does it say? It's as smooth as petals of poppies and as rough as the fierce face of a mountain. And then in Spanish, I don't get it, but I mean, that's nice poetry, I suppose. Nice poetry. Oh, Lord. That, I gotta mute. Let me mute. All right, y'all. Oh, somebody's jogging. And kudos to this young man. What's that little, is that what, a bathroom or something over there?
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
It could be the pump house.
Uh-huh. I am so proud of that person. So proud. You're making an effort.
Yep. Rapid.
Yeah. But anywho, just a few more minutes, y'all. Thank you so much for visiting. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat a lot, but I'm just enjoying keeping company with Mr. Tim. And he was kind enough to bring me out to the park, bring us all out to the park. They have a little looky-loo. I think this is a really, really nice place. And you can jog along here, and it's measured, as we just saw. They had the actual numbers of how far you have gone. Each section measured. Oh my gosh. Oof. Oh, I hear another geese. And we have another ducky or goose for Miss Living for Jesus. Oh, a pheasant? Really? A pheasant? That goes on your dinner plate, don't it?
Yeah, I've tried one, but they are tough.
No. Sound like you got to put some spices on it. Yeah, probably some animal lovers in the chat. Don't talk like that. Don't you dare talk about eating a pheasant. They're a beautiful word. Look, if it was the apocalypse and you haven't eaten in 3 days and you hear yeah, you're gonna go and grab like one of these branches. You're gonna whittle it down to a point and you're gonna be chasing that thing. Look at this beautiful home, y'all. Isn't that stunning? Look at that. Yeah, these.
Might be a nice view off their porch.
Yeah, there's a person right there. That's honey. You talking like $1 million or whatever? That's a lot. Yeah. It's an interesting mixture of folks in Oregon. That's all I can say. But what's that place there in Oregon where they have all the protests and all the crazy people?
A lot of us down at Portland.
Portland, yeah. I will never go to Portland. Y'all hear you hear about Portland, Oregon all the time in the news. Yeah, we don't go there unless, I don't know, we have to drive. If we had to take a trip and we absolutely had to drive through it, it would be, we have enough gas to drive through it. But yeah.
Better drive around the outside of it, skirt it.
Mm-hmm. Drive around. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Timmy. Yeah. But anywho. Tim, in loving memory of Tim Terraberry. They got the fish. One with nature. There's a lot of benches here that people have purchased in memory of a loved one that's passed. Bunch of benches like that all over the place, y'all. Look at that. I wonder what that is right there.
Part of the farm. I think they have cows over there.
Really? Well, you know I love cows. If you want to see cows, you go near where you're going to see cows, goats, chickens, horses. Where this young man is, where he lives. And I've done videos in the past. I'm going to mute for a second. All right, y'all. Remember, the mute button is your friend. If you have something that you wish to say, we've been talking about this for a while. If you're a YouTuber and let's say your kids are in school, they don't realize you're about to go live, and all of a sudden the door busts open. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Hit the mute button. And then you're going to flip that camera toward the wall if you don't want your children to be seen. Your husband comes in the door, your wife, and they're about to talk. Hit the mute button and turn that camera away. You hear me? So it's very important. Not everybody wants to be on YouTube. Mr. Tim doesn't mind. We don't mind. We're a couple of old people. We don't care. Ain't nobody gonna, we're not concerned. But when you have little ones, you can have your children on YouTube if you're in the picture with them. They got to at least hear the adult voice in the background. And that's why on the children's channels, you see there is no comments. Nobody's able to type in and comment. In other words, the wrong kind of human being trying to talk to them. They don't have the ability to communicate in the comments. And that's a good thing for their safety. But anywho, make use of your mute button. Make use of just flipping that camera to the wall, to the ground. Like when we go walking and someone comes this way, you see me go like that. Yeah, you gotta, be very careful. Oh, this is where it's running a lot faster. Look at the swirl. Look at that. Oh my goodness, hold on.
Wait a minute. Did they put it down?
I don't know. You know more about this than I do. This is the Umatilla. By the way, if you're wondering, this is the Umatilla River. And look at that.
Must be down there. There was a tree that had a rope swing on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you think they took it down? Probably for safety. Oh, let me just go on the swing. Oh, they fall off. I forgot. I can't swim. And they end up flying down the river. That's not good. That's not good.
It's like somebody's carving out their own private riverbank.
Mm-hmm. My ex-husband was gone on to be with the Lord. We lived in Rochester, New York, by the river, and it looked like this. So he bought one of those trimmers on a stick, with the string. You pull it like this, so you can go up. In other words, you can go way up high and cut that branch, with a stick. It had the
Pruner and the saw.
Pruner, exactly. So little by little, he waited till it was almost like sunset. He goes, okay, hon, I'm going out. He would go out and he let's say these bushes right here. He would wait till it got kind of dark just so the people from the city wouldn't see him. And he would go out there and he would for instance, he would trim all this so you could see the river. Mm-hmm. And there was an elderly couple in their early 80s. And they said, it came over. Hey, Chris. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, we like to have our coffee and look out at the river. Now we can see it. Thank you. Yeah, he used to do that.
Don't touch that stuff.
No, I will not.
That's stinging nettle.
No, I don't want nettle or his stings. Mr. Tim says not to touch these kinds of things. What is it called?
Stinging nettle.
Stinging nettle. I told him you're kind of like a herbalist. I just don't want poison ivy, ticks, fleas. I don't want to come home scratching my butt because there's a tick stuck on it. And then I got to get you to take the tick off with some pliers or with a lighter. You're literally lighting my butt on fire. So
I think it was poison oak once.
Okay. Shatika, I be sitting on that bench, crocheting, knitting, people watching, read, enjoying the summer. Amen. I had pheasant, tasty, and quail. She said quail and pheasant. Portland, Oregon is like South Central South Central to Birmingham, Alabama. Tell them about it, Shatika. Yeah, there's a bunch of I don't like that. People screaming, setting things on fire, trying to make just destroying everything to make a point, and then nothing changes. So you just destroyed a bunch of stuff and nothing changed. You know, you burned down. Somebody has a business, and it took their blood, sweat, and tears to open the business. And because you're politically mad, this person's in office or this person made this decision. My solution, because I don't like who's in office, I'm going to destroy your store that took you 20 years to build up. That don't make no sense to me. There's other ways. Why are you destroying people's property and stuff? Check it out. He's out there. That's a Chris. Chris is my ex-husband who's gone on to be with the Lord. That man over there. You can't see him. He's burning brush. Let me go over here. He's burning bush and trimming, and some of that is so that he can see the river from his very beautiful house. Yeah, this is what I was wondering. That electrical piece is taken out, just long as I don't hear the theme to Deliverance. Hey, how you doing there, sweet buttercup? You know, me and Tim would just take off. Bye.
I was wondering what this
Yeah, man, a piece of equipment. Well, you're the farmer. You would know. That looks like it would trim something. I could be wrong. But it makes me wonder what it looked like when it was brand new.
I think it could be a pump.
A pump? Okay.
Or maybe an auger. But
An auger or a pump? Yeah. That right there? Yeah. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. You ready?
yeah. It's private property.
Yeah, I get a little bit. I'm not trying to get some hot ones put in my butt here. Get off my lawn. Like Clint Eastwood. There's this movie. He plays a crotchety old man, and at one point he tells people, "Get off my lawn," but he goes, "Get off my lawn," like that. I don't want to hear that out here. You hear that, and then get off. Hey, lady, you in the pink hat, get the hell out of here.
Gran Torino was the movie.
Exactly, Gran Torino. You're right. Oh, that was funny. He's in his 90s and still directing and stuff like that. He still has it all up here. See, that's the thing. I don't mind if God wants us to live into our 90s, but I would like to be able to get up, even if it's slow, shimmy my way to the bathroom myself, and be able to wipe my own butt, you know, and to have my mind right. Well, hello. I'm always joking about that voice that I might have if God lets me live that long. Well, Jim, I've been after you for 50 damn years. You said you'd marry me at 70. Damn it, I'm 87 years old. Yeah, I imagine my voice just being shaky, and you're like, shut up, old lady, get out. I'm bailing, hey. I got to joke about it. You know, I always joke about stuff. Mr. Tim tolerates me, y'all. See, he's the silent, smart guy. I'm the one with the big mouth that is kind of ignorant, and I have to ask him sometimes a certain set things.
Well, you know the saying.
Yes.
This applies to me. It's better for people to have people think you're ignorant than to speak and prove that you're ignorant. So I'm quiet.
Yeah. I know. I have to pull information. How's everything going? Well, but that's how he's always been. The thing of it is, I think if we are silent and we observe, I think we gather a lot more information in silence and observing. Like a person is talking to you and you're just kind of looking at them. And like I've told people this all the time. I don't think, if I can confess even to you, I have never given a person 100% of myself. There's a little part of me that gets scared and I keep to myself. Like we run ahead of people in our mind. Like if there was someone way down and we saw them aggressively coming toward us, instantly we're probably going to kind of try to go over here. We're just kind of quiet, observe it, and react. And yeah, we run. I know Mr. Tim does it because he can be very quiet. He will run ahead of you, and I will as well. My son Alan's the same way. We run ahead of your ass in our minds. Some of you in the chat might be like that as well. Because if I'm blah, blah, Tim, blah, 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 and if I'm talking, I'm just listening to myself talk. I'm not paying 100% attention. And somebody's going to roll up on me with a bat. You know what I mean? If I was in the wrong place. But yeah, we run ahead of y'all. I'm telling you, we run ahead of people in our mind. It's sort of a self-preservation kind of thing or something. I don't know how else to describe it.
Aware of your surroundings.
There you go. Aware of your surroundings. Precisely. Oh, did you see my shirt? Is it open? I got so much junk on. You like it?
Yeah, but I don't want to call you grandma.
You don't want to call me grandma? What do you want to call me? I'm live all over the world. What would you call me? Shut up, old lady. I'm always impersonating. It's not really Tim. And I imagine, because look, if you meet me in person, I'm a pain in the ass. Because listen to how I'm talking. See, I just keep talking. But anyways, I digress, y'all. We're headed back to the car. We're just taking a slow walk. So I did get some steps in. So technically, yes, this was walk number 130. We are walking. All right. So
Probably half a mile total.
About a half mile, you say we walked? Yeah, I'll take it. But I can't stand this. I get on the scale. It says I lost 2 pounds. A couple days later, I get on the scale. It says I gained 1.2 pounds. It's going up and down, and it's driving me nuts. So you know what? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of looking at the scale. This is my measuring device. If I can zip my pants and zip my skirt, I'm okay. If I have a little spillage, oh well. You've never looked at me funny for this right here. That you gotta look down. That right there, I don't think that really bothers you.
No.
And yeah, I've never been like that with husbands or boyfriends or whatever. And I never really cared. Got to be attracted to the person, but you don't have to be whatever this evil world calls super duper. I'm a jock. I'm gorgeous. I'm just of the opinion if a man is fighting with you to look in the mirror, something just no. If the woman is demanding, baby, yeah, I want to get this purse. It's $2,000. And I got some red bottom shoes I'd like for you to buy me, baby. Yeah, they're $3,000. Mr. Tim is thinking, let's see, that's one piece of farm equipment. That's parts for my motorcycle.
Yeah, go to Walmart.
Yeah, he'll hand you $50 and send you maybe even $30 and send your ass to Walmart. Good luck. He doesn't buy new cars. It just depends. I would never either. If I was still working, I would not buy a new car. I would get him, and I would say I want to get a truck. I got 4,000, 5,000 in the bank, and I need to get a truck. This man can take motors out and take them apart and put them together and all this other stuff. So that's.
I got plenty of duct tape.
Yeah, oh, come on now. Tim the two-man tailor. So he can take stuff apart and he'll know. Sometimes, not sometimes, if you start the motor, he can tell by listening certain things that are wrong.
It's running.
Yeah. He said it's running.
Like,
Why don't you want to take a compliment?
When I was about to give my brother a pickup, my mom's old pickup, he asked me, what year is it? And I go, it's white.
It's like, who cares? I'm not complaining. Somebody's trying to get me. You trying to give me a vehicle that's running. I ain't got no vehicle. Well, I don't know. What color is it? It's moving. It gets you downtown. It gets you to the grocery store. Well, I don't know. Well, bye. I was going to sign it over and pretend I sold it to you for $50 so you don't get hit on your taxes, because it is an older vehicle. Long as it's moving, I would like to have heat. I can deal with not having air conditioning, but if it's 0 outside, I'd like to have a little bit of heat,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. But here's a good shot of that house. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Can you just hear the Dallas theme music? Dun 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 dun. Imagine having that house, real quick. So your house is up there. You have that beautiful big house. If you just came in the door. So you have that gorgeous house. God has really, really blessed you. And then you get to look out your window and see that. Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters? You got that. Oh. And then you get to come out and see the water. And 360. Grandma's walking over there. Hey, Mr. Elliott, you gonna bring them horses in? We gotta get the cattle in. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh, I cannot believe live and in person, Sam Elliott has decided. I don't know why he's talking to me. He must be desperate. But anyway, there's Sam. And we're gonna head to the car.
Work on his accent, or
Yeah. He kind of talks under, a little bit. Well, look over here. He kind of talks a little bit under, kind of under it. I don't know how to describe that. Where he doesn't. I don't see anything on. Make sure you're all right. Yeah, he kind of just kind of mumbly, like a slightly mumbly, low voice. But then.
Deeper voice than the sound.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing of it is, as he got older, like you, he's got the salt and pepper hair. And then this is the thing that gets people. He kind of looks up real, kind of like, look at me. He's kind of like, but the blue eyes, like you got those blue eyes. Yeah. Here come my granddaughters. Oh, to be young again. Everything is going south. Everything was going north, but it's now going south. We just watched 2 young girls jogging by, so I'm making up a song. To be young again, everything that was going north is now sagging south. Oh, y'all, I need to stop talking about it.
I can get lost on this path.
Mr. Tim. Well, my friends, that is, let me go like this. No, you do the other way. That is gonna do it for walk number 130 with me, Sam Elliott, aka Mr. Tim. Y'all take good care.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Oh, you should say just for now. Just for now.
For now, just.
Oh.